Hello my friends, welcome to another episode of EatFluencers. Today we are taking a look at a very easy and tasty focaccia recipe, one of my favorite breads for any time of the day. Very simple and easy to make, this traditional Italian bread will have you wanting more and more. For this recipe we're going to need equal parts of bread flour and all-purpose flour. Some fresh live yeast, if that is not available you can use the instant dry stuff, water, olive oil, and a good quality non-iodized sea salt. For the topping we're going to use baby tomatoes cut in half. The exact amounts are going to be in the video description. As I said earlier, this is a very easy recipe, but it requires quite a lot of kneading, so feel free to use a food mixer. To get things started, chuck all the ingredients apart from the flour in the food mixer and start mixing at the lowest speed until all the ingredients are thoroughly dissolved. Add the whole amount of the flour into the mixing bowl and make sure to spill a little bit on the rim for good luck. Continue mixing at the lowest speed for 20 minutes. After the 20 minutes mark, the dough ball should be completely formed and should separate from the sides of the bowl. But we are not done yet. While the dough is still mixing, we are going to add 50 ml of olive oil and wait until it's absorbed. Do that 2 more times, adding the same amount of oil each time, for a total of 150 ml of olive oil, or about 2/3 of a cup. This will make the dough a bit more dense and will give a better flavor profile in the end. When the dough is smooth and shiny, the mixing is done. Transfer it to an oiled bowl, drizzle a little bit of olive oil on the top and cover it with plastic wrap. Find a warm spot in your house and let the dough rest and rise for about an hour or until it's doubled in size. You will have a beautiful dough, shiny, not sticky at all and as fluffy as it can be. You don't have to poke it like I did, but I really like to do that. Prepare a baking pan and generously oil the surface. Transfer the dough into the pan and gently massage it and spread it evenly across the surface as you would do with a pizza dough. One small secret here is that you need to be generous with the oil, as it will almost fry the edges. And that is what we aim for, a fluffy bread with a nice crunchy crust at the edges. Also, be sure to use a good quality olive oil, because that is what we are going to taste in the end result. Leave the dough to rest for about 10 minutes and preheat your oven at 220 Celsius or 450 Fahrenheit. And now it's time to add the trademark look to a focaccia, the dimples. Using your fingers, start gently poking the surface of the dough in random spots until the whole dough is covered with small wells. Remember to be gentle, we don't want to poke through the dough and make huge holes. Add your tomatoes in a neat pattern or as much random as you want. Drizzle some more olive oil across the tomatoes and now you can see the importance of those little wells, as they trap the extra olive oil and will provide a contrast of texture when baked. Sprinkle some flaky sea salt across the surface and some dried herbs of your choice, in my case oregano, but you can use basil, rosemary, thyme, whichever you enjoy. Bake the focaccia in the preheated oven at 220 Celsius or 450 Fahrenheit for 45 minutes, until the color changes to a light golden. After the baking is done, remove the bread from the pan and let it cool down for 5 minutes. And now my friends, it's time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. This is a fantastic bread for you and your family, with a fluffy interior, nice golden crust and amazingly crunchy edges. The aroma and flavor you get from a good quality olive oil is unforgettable. I hope you have enjoyed this recipe, and if you did, then please consider to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. It really helps the channel keep going. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.